My name is Claus Nader. I run Futhark Records in East York. It's a physical brick-and-mortar record shop specializing on metal. And I also run a record label releasing metal records. It's my love of the genre, the music. It's also the idea of being independent and running my own show. After years and years working for other people, I was quite motivated to try out to work for myself and be my own boss. And it's also, I'm interested in what the community does. And having a shop like this and having a label like that really sort of connects me with the metal community in Toronto and beyond, and sort of gives me the opportunity to support the genre and support the band, support labels. It makes me a part of it, and it's always good to be a part of something and have some positive input. The store was open Devil's Night 2021, so that's October 30th.
Nice.
The night before Halloween. If I didn't sell mostly 12-inch records, I would probably sell CDs, right? Because CDs are still very popular as well. As a matter of fact, I had to extend my CD section because I have regular customers who strictly only buy CDs. I have younger folks coming in who don't have too much of disposable income, and they buy a CD a month, and that's all they can afford, right? And they're happy with that, and I'm happy too. So, of course, vinyl or 12-inch records have a lot of nostalgia tied to them because when I started buying records, I bought 12-inch records. I had a few tapes at home as well because that's what you first listened to. But 12-inch was sort of the standard media that you would listen to. And then, of course, when CDs entered the stage in the mid-'80s, I'd say, 1986, 88, everyone jumped onto that media because people thought it sounded better. It was easier to store because they're smaller, so you saw a lot of people selling off their records and bought CDs. And a lot of those people who sold off their stuff today regret that because there's a lot of value tied to original copies of, let's say, a Metallica album or any other metal album, or, like mainstream music, pop music. I think in 2007, 2008, the 12-inch record succeeded CD sales. I think that's sort of the number. I think in certain scenes or communities like jazz or other genres, people were still buying those 12-inch records, and they were still made, but not to that degree, right? They wouldn't press 5 million records of a Beyonce record 20 years ago. They wouldn't do that, but meanwhile they do. I mean, opening the shop, it was pretty much a no-brainer, and that is the number one media that I will carry, and it is the number one media that I'm selling right now as well. I think it has also something to do that maybe people appreciate the collectability of it. They appreciate that the artwork is a little bit more obvious. A CD has a plastic case, and you have to take that booklet out, and everything is in small print, and it's not quite as obvious how you can present the artwork. It's a trendy thing, right? I have high school students from Monarch Park coming in, or younger people. They most of the time don't have that much money to blow on a $50, $60 record, right? Records are not cheap. But I think they're attracted to it because it has sort of this mysticism about it that, oh wow, I mean, records started a long time ago. That media is over 100 years old. If younger folks come in here, they like the artwork. They like to look at the artwork because it's shocking and it's different and it's, So I think that's sort of the idea behind it, why younger people like that media. But as I said, it all comes down to what you can afford, how the industry works. There's a lot of things that I don't know and I don't want to know. I'm pretty dialed in, what kind of corner of that genre and what kind of corner of the industry I want to take care of. And, the other 3 corners that are left, I'm going to stay out of there because I'm not really interested.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.